Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. This week I'm sharing some psalms of individual lament with you because they seem to speak to us in the midst of this resurgence of the pandemic. The pandemic was hard the first time around, and somehow this resurgence seems even more difficult. But there are psalms of lament that seem to speak directly to our hearts and express what we are feeling. And Psalm 38 is one of those. Psalm 38 is a long psalm, and most of it is talking about sin leading to the pain the psalmist feels. That's not so much our problem right now. The pandemic isn't our fault. Part of the psalm does speak about social isolation, indicating that others are staying away from the psalmist, and perhaps it is helpful to know that the isolation we can feel right now has been felt before. Listen to verse 8. I am utterly spent and crushed. I groan because of the tumult of my heart. Does that describe how we feel right now? We're tired of all this, and we wonder when it will end. Then consider verses 9 and 10. O Lord, all my longing is known to you. My sighing is not hidden from you. My heart throbs, my strength fails me. As for the light of my eyes, it also has gone from me. Again, as this pandemic lingers on and on, as we ponder more than 400,000 deaths just in our own country and more than 2 million worldwide, our hearts throb, our strength fails, and the light in our eyes has gone from us. Our eyes are downcast, and as we go through our days, we just hope that the virus won't notice us and afflict us. But I want to go back because there was another part of those verses that we also need to notice. It said, O Lord, all my longing is known to you. My sighing is not hidden from you. God knows. God knows our fears, our anxiety, our worry, and our isolation. That's part of the gift of Jesus, who came as one of us. God knows what it is to be us. God knows what we feel. And what comfort there is to know that God understands and that God is not far off. Finally, like the other laments we have seen so far this week, the psalm moves to the assurance we have in God. Verse 15 says, But it is for you, O Lord, that I wait. It is you, O Lord, my God, who will answer. And then more, verses 21 and 22 cry out from a deep faith. Do not forsake me, O Lord. O my God, do not be far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. And the thing is, God does make haste to help us. We wait for God in trust and hope, knowing that God is our salvation indeed. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.